Hi everyone, my name is Emma and I am the Early Street Community Garden Manager. This is not how I had hoped to do orientation this year, but I'm just going to go over some really quick rules and regulations so we're all on the same page, especially with the new COVID updates. So as a reminder, everyone must wear a mask when entering and throughout their time at the garden. So please bring your own and take it with you when you leave. Don't dispose of it at the garbage. Same thing with gloves. Bring your own and take them with you when you leave. Next, make sure that when you're at the garden that you are adhering to social distancing. I know it's really exciting. We're really looking forward to seeing each other. Our garden is a beautiful space where we all connect with each other. So we're really excited to talk to each other, but make sure you're doing it at a safe distance and you're wearing your mask. Our beds are 8x8 and 8x16, so it shouldn't be a problem if you just stay on the opposite side of your bed. You can still chat with your neighbor while you're gardening, but just make sure you're not on the same side and too close to each other. Lastly, unfortunately, kids are not allowed at the garden right now just because we're trying to limit the number of people that are at the garden. We do have strict regulations that we need to follow from the health department, and so we can only have 10 people at the garden at one time. So we're doing it by appointments. That's just for the next little while. We'll go back to normal eventually. As long as we can all maintain these rules, then we should be back to normal hopefully soon. So next week's signups will be sent out and hopefully we can adjust some of the timings. But again, there's 100 families that garden with us, so we're trying to accommodate everyone so everyone gets a chance to come in and tender their plot this week. If there are spots available, I'm letting people call or text me to see if there's an extra spot that they can either extend their time or come for a second visit this week. So I will include my cell phone and my email, if you don't already have it, that you can contact me and find out if there's any additional spots that are available. During this time, unfortunately, shared tools are not available. So you have to bring your own. I'm recommending bringing your own small hand tools such as a spade or a rake and your own weed bucket. Wheelbarrows and all long-handled tools that are normally provided to you will be locked up, so you won't be able to access them until the restrictions have been. So on to garden rules. Your bed is your bed, so you're responsible for everything inside the four walls of your bed. So that's soil amendments, any organic fertilizers or anything you decide to use. It's all your responsibility. Please make sure you're staying on top of harvesting and weeding. Every gardener receives up to 3 warnings if they're not maintaining their plot properly. You'll receive an email or a call after 3 warnings. There's a chance that you could be removed from the garden. So please make sure you are staying on top of that and we are respectful of our plots because the weeds can spread. We all know that's the #1 complaint about gardening, and if you're not maintaining your plot, your seeds could spread to your neighbor's plot who works hours and hours to try and maintain their bed. So let's all make sure we're abiding by the rules and keeping on top of our harvesting. You are not allowed to take from other people's plots unless advised by that gardener. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you see excess produce or their tomato plant has lots of tomatoes ready to harvest, doesn't matter, you're not allowed to take from them. With that being said, we do have a donation program in place. Throughout this season, we put a donation bin out front of the Early Street Community Garden, and gardeners are invited to put any excess produce in the donation bin for the community to enjoy. I'll send out more information about that when it's time. But just remember, please do not take from each other's plots. If you're on the harvest committee, we will be operating on Thursday mornings from 9 to 11. So I'll send out an email and ask for your help if you are available. Again, anyone else, if you have excess produce that you don't need that week, please let me know either via text or email, or give me a call and let me know which variety I can take for that week. I will harvest it for you and put it in the donation bin. Last year we donated over 184 pounds of produce from the Early Street Community Garden, so that was really great, but there's still lots of opportunity. We have over 100 families that garden with us, so there's lots of yummy food that we don't want to go to waste. So please just stay in contact with me, and hopefully we can donate more next year. All gardeners are also expected to do 3 hours of community service. We'll have volunteer days that you can come out and help us, or just when you're there, help pick up trash. I may need help with the donation plots, so I'll send out more information about that, but just remember to try and keep track of those hours in the shed if you're helping me with any services throughout the season. Next, we have lots of great features at the community garden, so feel free to wander around. If you have any questions specifically about them, let me know. But one thing I wanted to mention was the compost bins. So please do not put any diseased plants in the compost bins. If you're not sure if your plant is diseased, don't put it in. If it has bugs, discolored leaves, or not producing fruit, chances are it's probably diseased. So put it in a paper bag and dispose of it in a trash can outside of the garden. Take it home with you, whatever, just don't put it in the compost bins. Same thing with weeds. If weeds have gone to seed or flower, don't put them in the compost bin, because then you're just promoting more weeds for future gardeners the following season when they use that delicious compost. If you have any questions about composting, let me know. Okay, if you're going to be away throughout the season, we have a flagging system, so please put in the pink flag in your bed, and your neighbors will monitor your bed and water it for you. So if you see a pink flag in your neighbor's bed, check to see if the soil looks dry, give it a little water while you're there, and also notify me so I can make sure that I'm watching for any produce that week that we could harvest. Lastly, once you get your keys and you have access to the garden, please make sure you're locking the gates behind you, double checking that every gate is locked if you're the last one there, and that you don't lock anyone in by accident. More information will come out about keys and stuff once the restrictions have been lifted. That's pretty much all I have to get us started. There'll be more information in the upcoming weeks, so I thank you so much for your patience. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all getting into the garden and growing our own food, because we know how important that is, especially during this time. But remember, we all want to be safe for each other, so please make sure you're wearing your mask and any protective gloves, washing your hands, and if you're sick, please don't come to the garden. If you need help with your bed because you are unable to attend, let me know, and I'm sure I could get some people to help with it. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I really look forward to seeing you all, and hope to see you this week. Thank you so much.